What up, y'all? Josh and Isi here once again with another quality video. Gosh, we're getting really good at that.
Yes, sir.
And I got the timing right with the little
You
reverb.
did, yeah, you did it perfect.
Did I do it?
Yes, you did.
Hey. I can't sing. Let me stop. It's been a long day. Well, it's been a long week.
Yeah, it's been a long week.
And it's kind of just started.
We're in the middle of the week.
Hump day. Hump day. Hump.
It's been a minute, you guys.
It's been a minute. We're not disappearing off the face of YouTube.
We are not.
We're not, but we are handling a lot of behind the scenes business. Mm-hmm. And it's getting interesting. Mm-hmm. Some pleasure, some business. Bay knows now my secret. So if you guys have been keeping up with us, you would know that I've been planning this surprise birthday trip for Bay. We're actually leaving
Sunday morning,
like 5 a.m. type time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it should be really interesting. I'll wait till the end of this podcast
to tell them where we're going.
Yeah, I call this a podcast. It feels like one. It feels
Quality
like one.
conversation.
Quality conversation. So we're gonna wait till the end to tell you guys because I already told her where we're going. She's excited now, and I guess we can reveal to YouTube where we are going as well. But moving on, hopefully everybody's doing all right. I was about to literally ask how y'all doing today.
Wait for a response.
Wait for a response. So what's new with you?
What do you mean? You're the one.
Oh, yeah?
What's tomorrow?
I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked. It's my first DJ performance.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
It's going to be really cool because, what's funny is I was telling Babe last night, I was like 4 songs that I'm performing.
Yeah.
I made this week.
Yep. And they're all smackers.
And they're fire.
Yeah.
So instead of so we came to this conclusion where I was talking with Ryan. He's my host.
Cousin.
Yeah.
/ the DJ.
The DJ Scully. Shouts out DJ Scully. That's my boy. I was talking it over with him and I'm good with the mixing and mastering, but I'm not comfortably professional enough to where I would get up there and do a whole 45 minutes to an hour just set. I'm just up there DJing. Now I will be getting my feet wet. He said I can still go up there, mix it up a little bit. See if I feel like I could, ride a beat for a couple songs. Okay, do that. But when I do my actual performance, I'm doing a beat set. And for those who know anything about my beat journey, I've been making all the beats for YouTube. I've been making all the beats for myself.
Years.
I have
years. And I intentionally went up in there.
Yeah, you got up in there.
I'm the only one. Only one.
Whoa.
For the most part.
For the most part.
Come on now.
Yes, I do.
I know you share with your brother and you share here and there, but
I bog her down
I
with
am
my
the
beats.
only one that really knows how talented this man is.
And I have a plethora of them, so I'm going to perform a couple. I have
a couple.
I have a dozen.
You know, a couple's 2.
Oh, okay.
A few is
a plethora.
Okay, you have a plethora.
I have a plethora, but I'm gonna play about I don't know, a dozen songs. Think about it, I got half an hour, so
okay,
10, 12 songs. They're about 3 minutes a pop. So
it's
cool.
Be lit.
It's gonna vibe out.
Is this going up today? This video?
Yeah.
Maybe they can catch my Instagram story because I showed a glimpse of you practicing yesterday.
Maybe.
Just so they can get a glimpse of the energy that's about to happen tomorrow.
Maybe.
And there's a swipe up link for the tickets if you really do want to come. I guess we can link them in the comment in the description box.
Oh yeah.
If y'all are in the Chicagoland area, I don't know how many of y'all be last minute willing to travel to Chicago if you don't live here, but we can leave the ticket link in the description box because it's Josh's first set, but it's also our cousin's. Or my cousin, but technically your cousin too. His birthday is tomorrow. So that was the whole point of the bash, right?
There's
all
a birthday
3 of you
bash.
guys came together.
Yeah. So I think we have to explain that trifecta.
Okay.
There's me, there's Ryan, who's DJ Scully,
right.
and then there's Griffin Essen. That's his stage name, I believe, for now.
Okay.
He might change it, he might not, I don't know. But Griffin. It's Griffin's birthday.
Right.
So me and Ryan were we're gonna bang out and have a whole party. And now Griffin gets to perform, DJ Scully's performing, I'm performing, and then we got some other artists performing too.
It's gonna be a vibe.
I
don't know how many of you guys have ever been to any of my cousin DJ Scully's events. We recently helped him host Coachella, which he does annually, and it was lit, and we met some of you guys. So I think that this is kind of what we're transitioning into a little bit. We haven't completely established anything, but it's just dope to see. Like, my family has always been dope. We're a plethora of talented people, especially this generation, me, my cousins and stuff. So the fact that we are all starting to come together with the different like business ventures and just career paths that we have, the fact that they're syncing together, that like it's perfect.
I feel like I found like a solid gang of people, of like-minded individuals in terms of like music. Because like the way Ryan works, DJ Scully, like he makes music for like the fun and the art of music.
Right.
And that's what I've been doing, because I haven't been posting it. It's not like I'm out here like, oh, I need to make money off myself. Granted, I know that they're, money worthy.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I'm like, all right, cool. But for the most part, it's just been for the love of music. The absolute love of music.
I really, it'll be too much to insert it. Yes, go to my Instagram story so y'all can really see. Like, that's just a glimpse. That was just like practice. How dumb this is about to be. I told Bay already. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna wear tomorrow because I'm about to be your groupie.
Oh my gosh. Don't embarrass this family.
I'm excited for you though, and I'm very. I think I've told you off camera multiple times. I'm very proud of you, babe.
I appreciate that.
Very proud.
And I'm excited too. Also nervous, but excited. It's like I haven't really showed this to the world.
I know.
And like obviously, I know people are gonna embrace it and love it, but like the nervousness of like.
You're showing, it's like kind of vulnerable because you've held this to yourself for so many years.
Hella
and now
vulnerable.
You're showing it in a public setting and people about to go nuts. Like you can't, if you do like this to this man's beats, not only are you a hater, dare I say you don't have taste and you don't know quality.
Oh gosh.
So that's all I'm saying.
See,
and when people, not biased.
When people hype it like that, that's what makes me even more nervous.
It's fire, and I don't lie to you about this type of stuff.
Oh,
I will tell you if I'm like, you should probably work on it.
Oh gosh,
your shit smacks. But we're gonna leave it at that.
That's
what's going on tomorrow.
That's actually a good segue into like, I guess, a recent journey I've been on.
Okay.
So we've had conversations about like Hydrated Hero, the brand. Hydrated, like what is Hydrated Hero? Who is Hydrated Hero? Right? And I will say, as of recent, I've gotten in my relationship bag on the gram.
You've always been in that, though.
Yeah, I've always.
That's kind of been the problem.
That's been, yes, and that's kind of been the issue. So we were watching some of my demographics and analytics, and no offense to the ladies, but I got a plethora of ladies following me.
Is this your new word?
It's like 91%. Plethora is the word of the week. But I have like 91% women followers. I'm trying to get that number down and get my male percentage up.
Right.
Right. Because I feel like I have a lot of messages for men. Ladies, tell your man to follow me. But I want to transition to make my content more, I guess, male friendly.
More you.
Just more me, honestly. Yeah. I wouldn't even say like male friendly. I would just say like just more me. And part of what I do, fitness, music,
financial literacy,
like some of
dope,
these things.
I think it's dope things that the ladies also be interested in. I know you want to like shift your audience and get more, but like I think the stuff that you have to offer can help both genders, obviously. But
I just think I need to, stop this whole worrying of acceptance on the gram.
And just show who you are.
Yeah.
You're a dope person, bro.
Because if I'm being honest, like I know what works on the gram for my page. I post a picture of me and you. It's going dumb.
It booms, yeah.
It booms every time. It goes dumb, it booms.
Same though.
I gain a couple 100 or maybe even 1,000 followers. And I'm like, all right, cool. It's good endorphins.
Right.
You feel good.
Right.
Everybody loves love. Great. But then like they're missing Hero.
The rest of you. There's so many aspects of you.
Yeah, they're missing like a whole faction of Hero. And Hydrated Hero, I got to live up to that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time.
It's time.
It's interesting because I think that now that we've established the other two parts, you used to always call it a trifecta type of thing. I think we touched on it in whatever year we were teetering. We said that like YouTube almost broke us up. I think it was that year. Yeah. And we had touched on how for a long time, in particular, our college years and days, you struggled with feeling like you were the weak link of the trifecta.
Yeah.
That was your words verbatim. I didn't come up with that, y'all.
Yep, that was my words.
And I think that now we've officially discovered, well, I have my own path. We for sure solidified a path for Josh and Isi, because even back then, one, we weren't Josh and Isi, we were Beauty and Bo. So that off rip tells you that we didn't have a path solidified. We didn't know exactly what we want to do, who we wanted to be, what type of message we wanted to send out. So now that those two are established for sure, we know our path with those two. Now it's really time to really carve out what is you.
Yeah.
And what you want to share. And we want each platform to offer something different, because my manager was telling us recently, basically she wants us to get to a point where we can every once in a while post each other, but she's like, y'all pages need to be separate, individually you.
Yeah. I need to be me.
Yeah.
You need to be you.
And
then our couples page can be us.
Yeah. So we're in a transitional period right now.
Very big transition. And that's probably why you haven't seen me posting Hydrated Hero content. If you do see me posting on the gram, it's mostly been couple stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm in the process of planning, so that way I don't just jump in, no preparation kind of thing. But there will be more of me coming, and I'm actually excited. I'm gonna turn off the like count.
Oh my God. Oh, you're gonna do that?
I think so.
That's something me and him have actually been talking about a lot lately.
Yeah.
I was telling him there's this girl, I don't follow her, but she comes across my Explore page a lot, and I go on her page. She's this fitness girl, millions, multi-millions of followers. And her pictures have always done really good likes, but I've noticed over the last month, maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know how long when she started doing this, but she hides the likes for all her content now. And I'm starting to notice that other influencers are doing that too. And I think it's a psychological thing, and it's a smart thing to do, because unfortunately, the realistic aspect of being an influencer and being in this industry is that your likes, your engagement, whether it's up or down, does affect you.
Yeah.
So I think that I like that feature that Instagram recently started incorporating, because I think that although the girl I'm bringing up as an example has great likes, she just decided to take away the likes. Don't focus on the likes, focus on me, focus on the content I'm bringing.
Yeah.
And I think that's important.
It's the smartest. Honestly, I think that was probably one of the smartest moves Instagram could have did.
And healthiest.
One of the mental health.
Unhealthy,
yes. Because at this point now people, with the like count, people start gearing their content to aim for the like count.
Likes, right. Instead of being you.
Yeah, instead of being me, I'm being
was
with
to
the
show
whole
who
population.
you were. And that was part of your reason too with the Hydrated Hero brand, why you were posting so much couple stuff, because I know that'll boom. Whereas anything else is
I was treating it very analytically. I was I know the equation for what works and what gains me followers, which was couples stuff. And high quality couples content, which is cool. And I mean, granted, it's not it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We could still do that, but I still have an obligation to leave my personal imprint on the world.
100%.
And I don't think I've been doing that properly.
Out of fear
for
that
likes.
It won't do well or whatever.
Like,
right. And I've been guilty of feeling like I was super excited about this content, post it, the trash in terms of likes and stuff, and then all of a sudden I don't think the content
now you don't
is
like
good.
it.
Yeah, it's a very toxic cycle.
That's a toxic cycle.
That's been in my head a lot lately, of maybe just turning my likes off in general too. I do it for sponsored content just because I don't know, I want to keep that to myself with brand deals, but I might just do it overall. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Honestly, it's gonna be real interesting to see what this I think we said this in the last podcast, but the last 4 months of this year, it's gonna be real interesting to see how we start really diving deep into our bag. We got to get past this month. We done said that. This is the week leading up to the trip that we've been talking about for
When did you start planning this trip?
About 2 months ago.
Oh, okay. It feels longer than that a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I mean, in my head, it feels like it's been light years because I don't plan stuff. But yeah, so there's all that.
What are we in, August?
Yeah.
It's just, this whole summer has just kind of been a lot in general. And things really aren't slowing down if we're being honest. Because you're after this month we'll be good. No, we won't.
Nope.
Because we have so much the thing with your parents. We have their 10-year anniversary for their church coming up. We have other birthday celebrations. We have, I'm not going to tell everything that we have. We have a lot of other stuff.
We do have a lot of other stuff.
And then before we know it, it's going to be Vlogmas.
Yeah.
So,
and really, because I don't count December as like a month for us
No,
in
not
terms
at
of
all.
like doing stuff. We're gonna be vlogging
100%.
every day.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Because I want to ask the people what they think about the idea prior to Vlogmas of us maybe just whipping out the camera and just vlogging our lives. Because, and you can kind of correct us if we're wrong, or me if I'm wrong. In my opinion, from what I gauge from the comments and stuff, oftentimes you guys just want to see us. And I think for me at least, I hold back our brand because I'm like, no, we need to be structured. We need to know what we're going to do, what we're going to film, when we're going to do it, what is it going to be about? Like, instead of just, and this has been pretty therapeutic for us to just hop on here and just talk about whatever comes to mind, so to speak.
And be kind of a little less judgmental of the work that we put out and just kind of focus more on the authenticity of it.
Right. So let us know what you guys do think about authentic vlogs.
I think that would actually be kind of cool though, because like we come here and we talk about our week, our lives and stuff like that. And then incorporating vlogs that show our weeks, our lives.
It'll like succinct.
They kind of, blend together. As you can see, we brainstorm a lot like this, trying to figure out like what our brand looks like moving forward.
Right.
Because content is not easy. I don't think people understand that content is not easy.
Especially when you're trying to make quality content.
Especially
That's no shade to anybody else, but like we already are more limited on the type of content we want to make based off not being willing to go certain directions.
Yeah, and like that's just kind of the stance we took since the beginning, and we're gonna stick to it, and we're gonna make sure that we play forever, and that's basically what our content's for. But I feel like the authentic, us going out living our daily lives, we do cool stuff. We're cool people. Like
I do want us to have a harmony to it though.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about starting to commit to like that vlogger life. What part of your life is your own?
Well,
versus what are you sharing on the internet?
Yeah, I totally understand. But I don't think we vlog every day.
Okay.
I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's like a vlog every single day. Then it's Vlogmas. It's pretty much Vlogmas.
Yeah, it is Vlogmas type energy.
But I'm sure we can incorporate vlogs and like bring back some of the staples like Whip It Up.
Yeah,
like
we don't want you guys to think that this is all you're going to get from us from now on. I have seen a couple comments like, when are you guys going to do blah, blah, blah. It's really just been the easiest thing for us to do with the chaos that's happening off camera in our lives.
Yep.
Because we still want to show like we're still here to you guys while also getting other stuff done. So we're going to start, we're not even going to start, we already are in the process of figuring out a better harmony with that on top of, like we were just mentioning earlier, we have 3 brands that we're juggling. You can include Quality if you want to, because more stuff is going to come with just our Quality brand outside of, So it's a lot to juggle, honestly, without a team, which we've been focusing on trying to build this year as well. So it'll be very interesting what we will look like this time next year.
Yeah.
What the Quality Conversations will look like.
I always have that thought of like, what do we look like?
God, even our wedding is next year, bro.
That's what I'm
even
saying.
That
like we have a lot. We have a lot.
It's a lot.
And like you say, I would like to see us in the next year. I've been on my grown man stuff. I've been thinking long term. What's us in 5?
That was disgusting.
Honestly, especially if we just maintain the energy of like 1% better every day. Every day, 1% better. We just one little step better, closer to where we need to be. 5 years down the road, I don't even want to think about that math. That's like 1,500% better. Holy crap!
But yeah, anyway,
that's a lot, man. It's a lot, and we started something. We started 5 a.m. club. Now I missed today. And I'm learning lessons about myself every day because of 5 a.m. club.
Trying to become more disciplined at the end of the day. The whole point of 5 a.m. is to see how disciplined you are. You going to win or you going to let your laziness or whatever.
Exactly. It's like, y'all, I feel like people sleep on 5 a.m. because it's literally mind versus body, and body wins almost every time. If you don't think about it, body's going to win every time.
True.
Like this morning. So I did Monday and Tuesday, 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I was up.
Yeah.
Very productive.
Yeah.
Like we got up, worked out, made beats, like traded, like everything was done before 12 and we had the whole day. And we're like, oh, wow, this is what it feels like to be productive.
Well, we've felt like that.
Yeah, but I mean, like for me, it was like a consistent thing. And like, you know how I always be like, yo, I'm going to get up 5 a.m. And the next thing you know, 7:30, I'm like, oh. But 5 a.m., it's like the world is quiet. It's peaceful.
Very.
You might catch a nice, beautiful colorway on the sunrise.
100%.
View's great here, so it's just. But like that in itself is like, how do I put it? I understand why millionaires are millionaires if they do that every day. I can get it. Because they're just like productivity is instantly increased. You get like 4 more hours in your day.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to me. It honestly is like absolutely wild. But I like 5 a.m. Club, and we've been doing it. Today, I learned something about myself. I can't hit a snooze button. If I hit the snooze button and close my eyes, you have to win like the first 5 seconds. I'd be like, oh, I'm up. And then I get up. I got to throw some water on my face.
Now, I will say I'm not completely 5 a.m. club. I did do it the other day with him. But some days I'll be like, I'll just let my body wake me up. Because even today, I let my body wake me up and it was like 6:16. So my body still naturally wakes me up relatively early anyway.
Yeah.
But
you've
like
always kind of been a go-getter, get up early, kind of get it going.
I can do both. Because remember in college, I feel like I used to be a night owl.
Yeah.
And like would thrive in it. But like, I don't know. Ever since we moved here in particular too, I've been able to wake up earlier. And stuff and just have a more productive life in general. But on a consistent note, I won't say like every single day I'm waking up and I would like to get to that point though.
Yeah.
Where it's like very structured and I'm like allotting like, all right, if I do wake up at 5, that first half an hour goes to my, I haven't even started going into my self-love journal that I had bought.
Oh.
I wanted to start doing that.
Yeah.
And then like
and that was a really good journal too.
I think it would be good for like mental health, emotional health.
I just think it's
like
good for
black girl
you.
luxury kind of thing. And the reason I say black girl luxury is not only is it trending, but also I feel like luxury can be viewed in other ways other than just materialism. I'm not going to get into that on this channel, but saying that to say,
just working on
shit. just like working on that. I want to do better. I told you. I want to say recently. It was recently within like a month or 2, but I still haven't started doing it yet. In terms of becoming a student again, like I've been out of college. We're going to be out of college for 4 years, I think, come this December. And there's just certain aspects about the way I see other people talk, communicate, their level of intelligence and like intellect. I feel like I'm all those things, but I want to keep growing in it. Yeah. And at this point, because I haven't continued to read, I don't really do anything to continue being a student. I'm stuck at where I left off at college-wise in terms of like education and being a student. So in order to like continue even growing as a boss woman, I feel like that's something I need to do for myself. Yeah. Because even how we recently had that talk about financial literacy and how you were telling me like it's a different language. And then you started breaking down what you learned in that one course. You were starting to say stuff I didn't understand. Like, damn, that is a completely different language. Yeah. So just in that sense, when I start seeing or hearing different podcasts, seeing different people's conversations and how women, there's so many there's intelligent men too, but obviously I'm speaking from a woman's point of view. Yeah. I see so many women just on their boss shit and I'm inspired by it. And I feel like the only way to work towards that inspiration is to start working within myself. So I want to start reading more. I want to start doing more workbooks. Like I bought the freaking $12 intentional book from Target and another $12 book. These books was expensive to me for a book. Yeah. And I invest in it, but then I don't invest myself in it. I don't give myself time to actually utilize these tools that I'm buying to build myself up as a woman. So I want to do better with that.
You're not getting the full return of your investment. And like for those who don't know, I'm sure we preach it enough, but all these things, reading, education, these are all forms of non-monetary investments. If you can get your hands on the book for cheap, right. It's like a cheap investment that has a great return.
Exactly. And again, that's what millionaires do.
Man, I got this one book, The Richest Man in Babylon. You know that book is $4, but it has $4 million worth of value inside of it. It teaches you simple things that you really should know about financial literacy, just like how to divvy up your money, make your money work for you kind of things. But like simple stuff like buying a book.
Yeah. But actually reading it.
Bruh,
I'm so disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed to say this, but I'm going to put myself on blast intentionally because I notice whenever this side of EC tries the other EC decides to be like, all right. So the Successful Women Think Differently book. Yeah. I've had that for like a year.
You still ain't finished it?
I have not finished it.
Dang.
I be highlighting in it. I've gotten decently far, but like I don't know what happened when I just stopped. Sometimes I'll read it on the plane or whatever, but when I'm in it, I'm really in it. But I fell off so bad, and I was learning so much. Like I was feeling myself growing and felt fulfilled after reading certain chapters and stuff. I miss that feeling, but then sometimes I allow like the chaos of life or work to tell me, oh, I don't have time for that right now. Type thing, and I don't want to keep pushing that off, which does require me to add more time to my day, which means going to sleep earlier and waking up earlier.
Yeah,
going to sleep early. Yeah, waking up early. So it's all. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself. It's a balance with it, because even back then I wasn't working out, and I felt like less than for not working out. Now I am working out consistently, but now I'm not. So once I'm able to farm all of this shit into one, oh my god,
yeah,
I can't wait to see that woman.
Man, that's why I said like. Even if we didn't change anything but just got our time management together, if we changed nothing and just strictly focused on like utilizing your day, start to finish, being productive, we would
skyrocket. And it's honestly disgusting when you think about how much time, and I think we touched on this a little bit on the last Quality Conversation, but just so much time we spend on our phones. That is my time to be reading a book or getting in the gym or starting a new business venture. Like,
and like 5 a.m. is like, that was some of my time. It's like, not only am I missing some of my morning, but then I'm missing some of my day because of the phone. And then I look up and I'm like, well, where did those extra 7 hours go? If you break down one day, just break down one day and like keep track of everything you do that day. And then you'll start noticing like, dang, I lost 2 hours here to Instagram. I lost 3 hours here just BSing,
eating, sometimes crapping on the toilet. I have my phone in my hand and I've been done, but I'm still scrolling. Like just stuff like that.
You never know where the time goes until you start actually like paying attention. Same thing we do with our finances, we should do with our time, because time is just as much of an investment as actual money.
100%.
I think it might be more valuable.
100%. Yeah, I think too, we're not saying we're actually just talking to each other and y'all are watching. But I was gonna say too, I know some people like find inspiration from it or might like try to compare themselves. I'm saying all this to say this lifestyle that we're talking about trying to get to might not be for everybody. We only have this mentality because we know that we're not living at our highest potential, and we have so much more we want to accomplish and become and establish. So we have to do it.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid alligator syndrome.
What's that?
So alligator syndrome, if you know anything about an alligator, right after they eat their prey, right after they just got done eating, they go into this state of almost paralysis. Like another animal could probably pull up on them and end their life type paralysis. They just become docile. They're full. They're good. They're chilling. Hard.
Okay, baby, we got it.
Okay. I just wanted to paint that picture.
Okay.
So when we got to this apartment, you could technically say like we was eating, you know, we was going hard. We was eating. We don't want to get up here and just go straight alligator mode. Everything's all good. That's with everything in life. So like the more you eat, don't ever like find it like at what point do you get full and complacent? And with us, that doesn't happen because we're always hungry for a little bit more, a little bit more. Which is why I said we're trying to avoid alligator syndrome.
Eating too much?
No, eating and then becoming paralyzed. Do you get what
I mean, connected. You've done better analogies.
Oh my gosh. I think that one just went over your head. Cause
I understood it. But yeah, okay. Anyway, yes, basically. So I think that also, I don't know how I could kind of like exactly tie what I'm trying to say into this, but I would say too, if you're someone individually, like you might be in a relationship or maybe you're single right now and you have that type of mentality where you just want to like eat in life. You want to like reach your highest self and grind and stuff like that. When it does come to getting in a relationship, you got to have a partner on the same mentality. I just thought it was important to say that.
Oh yeah.
Because a weak link in the situation can weigh down your whole operation.
Yeah.
So like if me or him wasn't on the same page, but just this grind for life and just wanting more out of life and attacking it hard.
Yeah.
Like imagine if he was on this, I'm on 5 a.m. energy and I was like, no, I'm waking up at noon every day. That eventually, that type of mentality will trickle into other things in our life and end up weighing you down or you leaving me, one of the two, or vice versa. Switch.
You're inevitably going to grow apart. You want two totally different things.
100%.
And I think even if you did want the same things, someone is putting in the effort to get those things and the other person's not, and that's going to cause a problem.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, you want to be rich, but you're waking up at 12.
Yeah.
I want to be rich. I'm waking up at 5. Who's wrong?
Right.
Like,
it's important to find, and it's not even just in a romantic sense. Even your friends, like that's something that we've really been learning about just life in general in our 20s and stuff. Like the people around you is very important, not just in a romantic sense. Your friends, your family, just people who are like-minded as you or not like-minded as you can hinder your progress in life.
Yeah.
So
you want to be surrounded by engines, not anchors.
That was a good one.
That was a good one?
That was a great one.
Yeah. Because, man, as much as you don't think that, like, people can be anchors in your life, it's like, oh, they're living their life, I'm living my life. The emotional weight will hold you down. Think about, like, when someone has, like, a complaint. Granted, everybody has complaints about life. That's what friends are for. You're supposed to help them through it. But if it's every day.
If it's super pessimistic, if it's a complaint and it doesn't feel like they are even trying to find a resolution, they just want to complain about it. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nope. You got one time to come to me with a problem and we can have a pity party. If you come back to me with that same problem, no solutions,
I don't have the time to give you.
I won't have the emotional energy to give to you because I did that for you once. Now you're wasting time. You haven't thought of a solution. So we're just going to keep talking about it because God forbid a third time I'm going to have to keep it a whole buck with you.
That's why it's so important, y'all, to have the right people around you as you're trying to figure out life. Ultimately, all of us are just trying to figure shit out. But if you kind of have a gauge of what you want to do and where you want to be in life, it's important to align yourself with people who have the same, if not very similar perspectives.
Yeah.
So that's why he was kind of saying it's dope in terms of like, even my family, how we're all starting to like come together and realize like, oh, you can do this, we can help with that, like finding different ways to use each other, so to speak, but it's mutually beneficial, and we all are kind of on the same mentality of like, we want a lot out of life. I love it. Yeah. It's very fulfilling. And I noticed too, people like that, so whether it's family or friends that have like kind of our mentality that we're talking about versus people who don't, conversation doesn't flow. There's no commonality. I could be like, yeah, I'm working on this business idea. We have this going on. We got how we're always coming on here and telling y'all like we got all this stuff going on. Somebody who don't got a lot of shit going on and all they really do is scroll and be on Netflix and stuff like that cannot relate to what we're trying to do.
Yeah, because it comes off as bragging.
When it's really not.
It's like, really not bragging. This is me talking about what's really happening in my life. And then like people get offended that you're doing something with your life. And I never thought that would be the case. Or intimidated,
like offended, intimidated, jealous. Like,
because it's never really been that way with us. But I think that's the same thing with when a go-getter talks to another go-getter and I hear you talking about the things you're going to get. Go for it. I ain't never been on no hating energy. I can't hate on a millionaire because I want to be one. I can't hate on a billionaire because I want to be one. So when people are like, Jeff Bezos gets paid too much. No, that nigga gets paid accurate. He was the one in the garage selling books when it was just a little tiny business. It was just his idea. And everybody was laughing at him. Okay? So, yeah. He could do whatever he want now. It's his company.
I know that there can be two sides to how
there
people,
can be two
but
sides
I get what
to
you're
that.
trying to say.
I understand
like,
that.
He created the engine for what this monster has become, Amazon.
Yeah. And I mean, granted, like he does make it
filthy.
I heard you could make $2,000 a day since the birth of Jesus. And not
have as much money as him.
Not have as much money as him.
Yeah, he's an interesting example. I get what you're saying, but just in the sense of like just surrounding yourself, if that's what you want in life, surrounding yourself around go-getters, because something me and him refuse to ever do is be complacent or stagnant. Whereas, and I don't mean to say that, sometimes I feel like those two words can be viewed in a very negative way. That's not necessarily bad. Some people do just want kind of like a chiller, making ends meet like type of life, and that is fine. For me, for us, I'd stay speaking into fruition and manifesting. We're gonna have a yacht garage before all is said and done. That's how we about to live,
because like
at some point in our lives,
this is like you get one shot at this, man. You get one shot at this.
Gotta go for it. So that's also why, like, a lot of people, I think people are starting to catch on now, but like when people would try to be like, oh, is Issy pregnant? Oh, are they gonna have kids soon? It's like, y'all really, I can already tell you don't have the same mentality as us, because you would understand why we're so anti that at this age in particular, God willing, not to have kids anytime soon, because we are on a mission.
And I know you say God willing, but we in control of that. You know.
But I don't want him to feel like I'm trying to.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why I'm just
God
trying to
be
give
having
him
a plan
respect.
for you too.
Exactly.
God has a plan for you too. But we take the precautions.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying.
The strategies just to make sure that like, no, it's not in our game plan right now. We have a plan. We have a vision. We know what we want. We're finna go make it happen.
Building an empire, literally.
It feels so good.
Literally.
It feels good.
It does.
It's like that For My Ancestors thing is so real.
What time is it? Oh, we can't even really get into that like that.
But the way Barack Obama put it on the shop.
Yeah, so was that Hulu or HBO Max?
I think it was HBO Max.
LeBron James has a TV series on there where he has a lot of famous celebrities. Like celebrities. I knew that was gonna happen. We gotta head out soon for my hair appointment for my birthday. But he has a lot of celebrities and special guests appear. Like Jay-Z has been on there, Barack Obama, Kevin Hart, Drake. Like, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's super dope.
It's pretty cool. But he was saying something about like, they were talking about like the how far we've come as Black people, how far we've come, what we've been through, and then he was talking about like if we stop right now.
Barack Obama said this. Yeah.
If we stop right now, be it utter disrespect
to our ancestors.
Yeah. The ones that died for us to be able to do this.
Right.
The ones that marched and walked for us to be able to do this. And then we are still dealing with injustices
today.
And if we go docile and let those fly over, it's a disrespect. Absolutely disrespectful.
It's a disrespect
to our ancestors.
Yeah. 100%. This is a conversation that me and him have pretty often, even prior to seeing that episode with LeBron and Barack Obama. We had I forgot where we saw it or when we saw it, but it was something we were considering getting tatted on us, like just for my ancestors, or I like the quote, "I'm my ancestors' wildest dreams," because when I look at how far we've come in life, or just even me individually, being a 26-year-old young woman living in the city of Chicago, like ancestors' wildest dreams, like our ancestors were brought over here unwillingly. And put into like we all know the history of it, right? But it's just the magnitude of what our people have gone through, what our grandparents, our ancestors, what they have gone through, and for us to be here right now in this moment, it's a disrespect, and that kind of is what fuels us too. When we're like, we have so much more we want to get done. We have a mission. It's not and I think that's why God kind of keeps blessing us too. Our mission isn't selfish intentions whatsoever. Like, yes, I said the yacht garage thing. I still want that, but that's not our vision for what we're trying to do. Like how we always are trying to explain, like pushing out content and creating content that has a positive impact for you guys and makes a positive impression of what young Black people can do and what we can be.
I think the yacht garage is almost symbolism of like the accomplishment of what, like if we get to the yacht garage, we've done what we needed to do in terms of changing the world, because that's the original goal for us. We would play forever, change the world, and make a lasting impression that like our kids could even look back on this, because these are archives. Y'all, this is history. Every video that's getting posted on the internet is there forever. Everything we do is history. We've come to the conclusion that everything, good, bad, whatever.
And I would hope that like when we are no longer here and like our grandkids or even our great grandkids maybe look back on this video, they're like, dang, they was doing some things when they were young. So they have that drive in them, like I can't do anything less than that.
Yeah.
And I think that I was going to say, too, this kind of reminds me of just like my family history personally. I believe everybody in my family has like graduated college and stuff like that, because I remember having conversations with some people. There's no knock to people who don't go to college. I'm just saying it's interesting because it never once crossed my mind in my whole entire life that I wasn't going to college. Like that wasn't really an option just because of how my family carried themselves.
Yeah.
So I just think that's interesting, too, because similar to that, what we're doing right now, the conversations that we're having at this age and stuff like that, and putting it on a public platform, I'm hoping that puts that engine in our future legacies. Like, I can't settle for anything less than what they're doing or more. Like, that energy.
Yeah, we give them the energy as like, I never even thought not to go hard.
Right.
About life.
Right.
Never even thought not to, seize life.
100%.
And like, man, we have every intention of trying to seize as much of this life as possible, because our ancestors dreamed of that. Like literally their wildest dreams was to be like, just to be free, be able to pursue whatever they wanted to pursue in life, go hard, live a great life in the comforts of their home, not worry about like who's coming knocking at the door, what's burning in the front yard.
Wildest dreams, man.
Like
Obama really truly said it the best. It's a disrespect not to
disrespectful.
Do what you can. And it doesn't have to be on a magnitude scale. Like, you can do things that don't require you being on the internet or you're being a YouTuber and stuff like that. Just any way, shape, and form. Anything that you can even do just in your personal life. It don't even have to be for anybody else. Just you working on being a better you, a better person, a better daughter, a better friend. That, to me, is a form of not being a disrespect to your ancestors. Like,
always move forward. Please don't live this life stagnant and just decide to like.
After I already said stagnant isn't supposed to be a negative thing.
It's not supposed to be a negative thing, but like.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, our ancestors want the same thing that we want, progress.
Or if they had the option to even be in our, it wouldn't be a question. So even the fact, like, and this is the last thing we got to talk because I got to go. But like even the aspect of reading, it's honestly a disrespect to my ancestors for not putting time aside to read books and learn and educate myself, because there was a time where we weren't allowed to. They weren't allowed to.
They weren't even taught how.
They weren't taught how. They weren't allowed. So when you think of those privileges that we had, like, honestly, we're very privileged people.
Extremely. I mean, even in today's society, like looking at where we are right now, we're
very privileged. Yeah. And I think sometimes it's easy to overlook how far we've come or what people prior to us had to go through to even get to where our privileged lives are now. So that's just something to keep in mind. A little food for thought for you guys.
Food for thought.
We do have to cut this off because I don't want to be later.
Yeah, so she's not going to be late. I did promise you guys I would tell you guys where we are going.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to give too many details away because we're probably going to be vlogging it, and then we'll vlog all the shenanigans and stuff that takes place there. But we are going to Maui.
Hawaii.
We're going to Maui, Hawaii. I chose that island because I heard it's the most beautiful, and there's a lot of lush greenery
and
culture, and you get real authentic Hawaiian vibes there. So
I'm so excited.
It'll be super, super dope. And I have everything scheduled.
I'm so excited.
Days scheduled of like plenty of fun for us to do. So it should be a really good time.
We're going to be there for like a week.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of content that's about to come you guys' way. Like,
once we get back.
Hope your post notifications are turned on.
Yeah. Because we're going to flood you guys once we get back. We've been trying to finish off this hot couple summer strong.
Pretty much. Oh, are we?
Strong. But yeah, that's all we have for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for bearing with us as we go through this transitional period in our careers. But yeah, if you don't already know, I am Hydrated Hero, officially about to be revamped, and this is Isimeme Edeko, and together we are Josh and Isi. Now you can follow one of us. You can follow two of us. You can follow all three of us. You might as well follow all three of us because we are happy, healthy, and hydrated on all three. But other than that, y'all, until we meet again, peace, love, head grease, and we out.
Hey. Just like that.
I don't even know the lyrics.
Just like that.
Hey, subscribe. Hey, new video. Hey, it's